how to access the client portal, which is a great place to go for planning help and ideas on running your ceremony. It also helps me situate things and to write your ceremony. So I would send you an email that would have this link in it, but for me, I'm going to access it through my website, which you can as well, but it's across the bottom of any of my web pages. So I'm just going to go to my home page, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Right here it is. Right here, click here to be brought to your client portal. So we're going to click there. And it wants me to enter my email address. I've already done this, so you would do that. You'd hit login, and then it would ask you for your password, and you'd hit login. So the email that you're going to want to use is the client number 1, so the main contact person that you signed up with. That's the email. The password I would have assigned for you. If you want me to change it to something you'll remember, or if you forget what the password is, just contact me and I will let you know. So once you log in, it looks like this. You've got 4 tabs across the top. You've got your home button, you've got your project button, an email button, and your personal information button. So since it automatically comes up on the home tab, let's start there. It's an overview of what's going on. So we have my business information up in the corner. We've got the number of unread emails, incomplete forms, open invoices, and then the incomplete forms are listed down below. Next tab is the project tab. This one is most important because if it doesn't have the project selected, you won't get all the extra information at the bottom. So if you don't have documents on the bottom, click on this little drop down menu and make sure that the project is highlighted. And then it should bring everything up. And it'll tell you which documents are incomplete and which ones are completed. What's your love story, ceremony questionnaire, those are important planning tools for you and I both. The love story one, just peek at it here. This tells me about the two of you, how you met, how you found love, about your proposal, so on and so forth. All those awkward things that I will and would ask you in person. There's also a place to choose your file, to upload your photo. Oopsie. A lot of people will upload their engagement photo there. It's kind of nice for me because I can see what you look like, put your names with your stories, and it just kind of helps me familiarize myself a little better to you. The ceremony questionnaire, it's another important one. It basically will walk you right through planning your ceremony, starting with the couple's entrance, and then you just fill in the information as you go through it. Once all your information is in there, just trying to go to the bottom so you can see the buttons. It says save as a draft or send it. If you are not finished with it, just hit save draft. If you've completely filled it out, hit send because it'll just show up in your portal that it's done and it won't tell you that you have an incomplete form. Not to the end of the world if you mark it wrong. The example packet is where you're going to find all your examples. Go figure, right? Example packet, examples. So what you find in this are example vows, example blessing of rings, ring exchange vows, poems, readings. The music category really is out of date, so don't trust the music in here for that. But you can see just by scrolling, there's tons of different example vows that you can choose from. Wedding party looks like this. What's nice is if you fill it out on the other page, it'll automatically populate here, or if you filled this worksheet out first, it would populate onto your ceremony questionnaire. Ceremony music. This is only optional for you. If you're having a DJ, you don't need to use this form at all. It's just there for your resource. If you are having vows with Angie run your music, you definitely are going to want to fill this form out. At least I'm going to definitely want you to fill out this form. Side 1 of ceremony. This is just a document I use to plan for the ceremony. So this will go through at our pre-ceremony meeting to help us get all organized and prepared. Schedule our pre-ceremony meeting. So this is the meeting I was just talking about. We meet 4 weeks to 2 weeks before your ceremony, depending on what you prefer. And you can schedule it at any time. So once you click on it, it tells you about the meeting and what you need to bring. And then right here in blue, they have click here to schedule our pre-ceremony meeting. So you would click that and it would open up the calendar, and you can select any date and it'll show you what times are available for that day. And then of course you would fill out the form and schedule it. And then on my end, I will know whose file the pre-ceremony meeting is scheduled for. Some of these forms are just things for me, but copy of wedding lineup, that's a good one because you can see the flow of the ceremony. A lot of people need this for writing your program, so that's in there. Hidden website resources. And it's just a link, so if you click there, it'll bring you to a page that I don't just put out there publicly. It's just for my clients. You click here to begin, and it opens up a bunch of different planning resources for you. So you got your vows, your unity ceremonies, different parks you could do things at. If you want to print your worksheets, if you want to schedule a meeting, the wedding flow is right there too. There's vows in the Angie Theater, so there's all kinds of really dorky videos of me in there, giving you little hints and pointers like on how to maybe write your own vows. And then the flip book, which is kind of cool, it walks you through the ceremony. So, I mean, other than that, that's kind of the basics of it. You can click on your invoice. You can see you can print it or download it up here at the top. There's buttons to do that. Tells you the payment plan, their subtotal, your taxes. If you've made any payments, that shows up down here. Then it shows your remainder balance, and then it allows you to pay the remaining balance, or you can even change it to like $100 payment if you wanted to, and it would just add as a payment and then show you then that you would only owe $500. So that's a nice option too. Contracts, there would normally be a contract here. I think on my end, because this is a test client, I just didn't probably sign it, so it's not showing up here, but it would show up there for you to view. Your email tab shows you your list of emails, and you can just simply click on it. And that comes up. Then your personal information, you can click on the little spinny wheel right over here. And then you can update any of your information. Someday I'm hoping that they'll add a photo right in there so that I can put your face and your name together. But you would of course hit save, and it would update everything, and we'd be all current. So you can of course go here 24/7, which is nice because I don't know about you, but I'm sometimes a night owl and I like to go in and do things when I can't sleep. So I got to get them off my mind. So that's an option for you. And then once you're done, of course, you just